Guys, I want to talk about love. Just love. But before I get into that, I want to say, hey, what's up? How you doing? To all my new viewers out there. Oh my goodness. So I made this I'm Alicia, by the way, but I made this channel to basically encourage and strive to help other people become love and to just impact this world. I wanted to impact this world with God's love, and I want to do that by encouraging others to be love, just be genuine, true, unconditional love. And when we do that, then we all can impact this world with God's love and watch this world change for the better. All we have to do, including myself, is become true love and be true love. You guys, oh my goodness. So this topic came up because I watched this awesome movie on Netflix called The Half of It. This movie was so beautiful and so real, and the ending was awesome for the type of movie that it was. And I'm just like, that felt real, that felt sincere, and it felt complete. I mean, with the ending, you know, some people would be mad about the ending, but I'm just like, that's real right there. And so I just want to take a minute and talk a little bit about this movie and love, which this movie talks about. Now, I had to bring up this movie because I liked what it had to say about love. So in the scene, one of the scenes towards the end, one of the characters quoted a Bible verse. And he was like, love is patient, love is kind, love is not jealous, it does not brag, and it is not, it is not arrogant. It is not arrogant. I don't know that verse by heart. I should. But anyway. And then the main character said her own definition of love. And she was like, love is messy and horrible and selfish and bold. And I'm just like, yeah, I get that. I feel that. And if you watch this movie, you'll totally understand why she says that. Of course, the Bible is correct when saying what love is. Of course, I believe that Paul at this time was basically, because he's the writer of this verse, he was telling us the characteristics of love and how we should be love and become love and act like love. And he was giving us the characteristics of how we should act. And Ellie Chu, the main character of the movie, she was describing how the heartache of falling in love with another person. And it is messy, and it is horrible and selfish, and it is so bold. Guys, I love romance. Oh my goodness, I love everything about romance, especially the passion, man. Ooh, the passion. And so it's like I meet my younger self, you know, and I'm just like looking at everybody else falling in love and everything, and I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna fall in love with this awesome guy. And it was a guy, and we're gonna be friends at first, and then it's gonna turn into marriage, and then we're gonna live happily ever after, and then we're gonna have 6 kids and 2 dogs, and we're gonna have other little animals roaming around. And no, that is not what is happening. Y'all, that love story will only ever exist in my mind, in my memories of how I used to think, because love is not that way. When I tell y'all I related with the main character, Ellie Chu, I'm just like, girl, you are speaking to my heart right now. You know, as I started to fall in love with this woman, it's a woman, as I started to fall in love with her, I'm just like, what the heck is this? I'm like, Jesus, this is not how I imagined it to be, you know, and I'm just like, love is messy, and that's why I related with the movie so much, because I'm like, love is messy. It's so messy because the world of what the world does, the world brings that hurt and that confusion and everything, and so you have to allow yourself to heal and to learn and to discover. And you guys, it's just like, love is nothing like I thought it would be. And it is just so messy. It's so messy. Oh my goodness. Falling in love is hard and frustrating and scary and upsetting, but it's so bold. It's so bold, and I believe it's that boldness that really, you know, of falling in love, that really overshadows the negative aspects of falling in love or being in love. That boldness is respected by the two people that are in love or that are falling in love, and it's respected knowingly or unknowingly. During my process of falling in love, I had to do some bold things, you guys. I had to do some bold things, some things that completely terrified me. And talking to close ones around me that I felt comfortable telling my situation to during my process, they were like, whoa, Alicia, I wouldn't have done any of what you did. And I'm just like, y'all don't know. It's like God literally had to push me to do most of the things I did, because I'm just like, God, you know, I'm falling in love with this girl for one, and then in the eyes of the church, you know, it's a girl, you know, and it's just like, but in the beginning, he's like, it's platonic, but it would look strange in the eyes of the church why I'm so in love with this girl, even platonically, in the beginning, you know, now it's romantic, but anyway, and I'm just like, oh man, it terrified me, the things that I did, giving her letters, you know, telling her I'm falling in love with her, you know, just explaining how much I loved her and everything else, even love her, and you know, it terrified me, and I'm like, God, how can one person have so much of my heart? How can I fall so deep in love with her, and I barely know her, but I love her so much? How in the world could she have so much of my heart? And God was like, because she is your heart. And I'm just like, that's amazing, and I love it, and it's beautiful, and I never want it to stop. I want to be honest here for a minute. You know, there are days that I wish I had never crossed paths with this woman. I try so hard to get her out of my head, so hard, but deep down I don't want to. Deep down I really don't want to get her out of my head. She's so beautiful. She's a beautiful person, and I love her love for God, you guys. It's just so amazing, you know, and I know she knows how beautiful she is, but it's just like, still, I just wish she can see herself through my eyes, because she's so beautiful. Her spirit is beautiful. Her outer appearance is beautiful, but her love for God is glorious. And that's what draws me to her. And it's just like, I didn't want my process of falling in love to be like this, but I'm thankful for it, because it's teaching me more about God, teaching me more about how He loves us, and how freely He gave His life for us. That's what this whole experience is teaching me. It's bringing me closer to God, and it's so amazing. Goodness is so amazing. And so I want to encourage you guys to love the process that you're in, even when it's hard, because it's going to be hard. Falling in love is going to be hard. It's not going to be a walk in the park. Okay, let me just tell you that now. Let me burst your little bubble. Well, I don't want to burst anybody's bubble, because, you know, nobody bursted my bubble except God. So anyway, but yeah, you guys, love is hard. Falling in love is hard. Being in love is hard, but it's always worth it. It's so worth it. And it's the beauty of the boldness in the love. The beauty of the boldness, and it's the lessons of getting closer to God, learning about yourself, learning about the individual and how much you love them, and you would give your life for them. You would do anything for them. Like I said in other videos, I would do anything for this girl, anything. And it's just like, goodness, y'all. It shocks me sometimes, as much as she makes me so upset at times. You know, it's just, you guys, oh God, let me stop. But and when I think about her, I just get happy. But anyway, you guys, love boldly. That's what I encourage you to do. Love boldly. Don't be scared. God did not give us the spirit of fear. Thank you, the Lord, that He didn't give us the spirit of fear, but of love, peace, and a sound mind. Thank you, Jesus. So love boldly. Love unapologetically. Oh, love unapologetically. Don't care about what the world say, what the church say, what your family say, what your friends say. What God says only, and it stands alone. Walk in that boldness, that holy boldness, that authority that He has given you, because He has given you authority to do what He is asking you to do. And I pray that you do it. Love boldly, love unapologetically, love unconditionally, in all ways, love freely.